Welcome to this episode. If you're new here, this is Life Notes with Peris. And we are talking about you've been in this marriage for 10 years, 19 years, 5 years, 4 years, and here you are. You've invested all into this marriage. You've done everything you thought was good for you. You did everything to make it work. You sacrificed your all. You know what? You never meant to leave. So all your investments, all your emotions, everything you ever knew was in this marriage. And on one time, you discovered they were not going to change. No matter how much you try, they were not going to leave their bad behavior. And the reality dawns that you can no longer live in this place you once called home. Here are some of my life lessons that I learned after I left. Number one is that don't wait too long for you to leave. Because you know what? The longer you wait, the more you will have a longer time to heal. As for me, I was ready to leave earlier. But somebody, and that was my mom, kept on telling me, no, this person is going to change. It's going to work out. Concentrate on building your home. Have a home, settle down. Men will change. When they have a home, they will definitely change. At least they know that they have somewhere they can go back to. So they will change their character. And I believed her. So the longer I stayed, the more I invested. I invested my money. I invested my emotions. I spent more time to see what can I do to make this person change. What haven't I done for him to have him change? And maybe you're also a man and you're wondering, you did the same thing. What didn't I do to make her change? I gave her everything. I gave her money. I did shopping. I did everything that she desired. But you know what? If someone doesn't really love you, they will not change for you. No matter how much you invest. In fact, when somebody is more toxic, the more you invest, the more they frustrate your efforts. And by the time you're leaving, you're so worn out. You're so finished emotionally. And at that point, I'll tell you, if you are at that point wondering, should I or should I not leave at this stage? The earlier, the better. Number two, if you purpose to leave, then leave for good. You know what happens? You'll find relatives coming back to tell you, oh, you need to go back, because of your children, because of this, because of that. They will always come to encourage you and convince you to go back. But the truth is, you're not living with your relatives. You're not living with their parents. It is you and him at the end of the day. So ask yourself, did I make the right decision as an individual? Because I'm the one to live with this person for the rest of my life. So once you have made that concrete decision by yourself, and you have come to a conclusion that this doesn't work, then live for good. Because sometimes, especially when you are in a narcissistic relationship, they value their image, their ego more than you. And the highest probability is If you're to go back, they would do anything to finish you because they feel you have ruined their ego. You have ruined their image, which is more important than having you in their life. And the next thing is allow yourself to grieve. You know what? The truth is, you are in this marriage not for 2 months. You are here for 7, 10, 20 years. So you invested all your emotions into this relationship. And you know, the truth is, sometimes I felt like, why would someone do this to me? Why would someone marry me when they really knew they never loved me? Allow yourself to grieve. You know, I cried for moments I felt somebody wasted my youth. They wasted my youthful years when I had different men asking me or wanting me. And here I am. I pushed them off for their sake. And years down the line, you're now to start over again. I mourned. I cried it. You know, I cried the feeling of knowing that starting over is not easy. How do I even start it? Who is that person that is coming to love me? Who is that person that is willing to love me with my children? Am I willing to walk in their shoes? Am I willing to accept their boundaries and their standards? And I grieved. I mourned it all. Sometimes I concluded it is well. Sometimes I concluded I am okay with being single for the rest of my life, for the sake of my children, and for the sake of being hurt again. Allow yourself to grieve. Those are the realities. You've lost a home. Allow yourself to grieve. You've wasted all the money you invested in that home. It's now gone. You're starting again from zero. I allowed myself to grieve. And I allowed myself to grieve that it was not easy to pick up all the pieces. And I remember a friend came and told me, you know what? No matter what has happened to you, you are just a wounded lion. But very soon, you will heal because you're still a lion. And I believed in those words. They encouraged me. They strengthened me. I stood up again. You know, the next thing to consider is ask yourself, what do I really need to pursue at this time? And you know, at that point, I wanted to pursue my peace. I wanted to forget everything and just be peaceful. That moment where I sleep on a weekend and I don't have to worry about where somebody is, who they could be with, why did they not come during the weekend? That was my goal. Pursuing my peace of mind. And you know what? That caused me not to pursue the property. Because pursuing the property with court proceedings every other time, it would only remind me of all the hard work that is wasted. For all the reasons I walked this journey with the wrong person It would only remind me that, I still have children with this person. And I wanted to forget all that. I chose to pursue the right thing. I only pursued my divorce. And it took me 5 years to actually have it fully done. And I imagined how many more years it would have taken to pursue a property instead of building peace in myself and believing in myself that one day I can rebuild again. And that's exactly what I did. Ask yourself, is it worth pursuing it? Because peace is the most valuable asset you can ever have. It can never be bought. It is too expensive. I found peace. The next thing you must understand is, at this point, recover slowly. You're getting from an environment whereby you felt you had everything, and all of a sudden, you feel like you're walking naked with nothing to show for all the years you've worked. I looked back at 6 years of my working, and I asked myself, what do I have to show? I don't even have anything to show as at now. If I was to run, where would I run with my children? In a rental place? That made me get into quick investing. I bought land. I took loans to buy another land, to recover. And the worst is, I was still pursuing the dreams I thought we were going to run together. And I want to remind you, your dreams are valid. Your goals are valid. But you also need to live. You need to have a life for yourself also. A moment where you enjoy that life. A moment where you relive your youthful life. And for me, I felt somehow it wasn't a very good decision, jumping into investing immediately. Take your time. Rewrite your vision. Those are your goals. Goals you thought you were going to meet with someone else. But here you are. You have to pick up the pieces and build a new life. This time, alone. So, I'll tell you, it is okay to rewrite your vision. It is okay to rewrite your goals. You only maintain your values. And that's what I've come to learn. Rewrite your goals. Get back to that pen and ask yourself, what really do I value? What really will I not trade off without? What really do I feel I have to pursue it no matter what? Choose that. Choose what makes you happy and pursue exactly that. I hope this content is helping you. Please consider to subscribe, like, and also share. Lastly, I want to remind you, take your time before jumping into the next relationship. One thing I've learned, especially if you are a woman that is already at least you have some financial stability. People think that, all you need is sex. So you'll find all kinds of people who think that is what you lack. Others think your children don't have a father figure, so they need somebody to be their father. They fail to understand that maybe you're even co-parenting, so your children already have a father figure. Others come to your way to rob you to rob you of your vision, to rob you of your goals, to distract you from where you're going. And others, they just come to lie to you because at this moment, you're emotionally down. You really need somebody, a shoulder to lean on. And you know what? If you took your time to be sober and wait, you'd look back and say to yourself, I wonder where I collected that crap. Yeah, it's that tough. Take your time to heal. Take your time to build your emotions back. So this is Life Notes with Peris. I hope this episode was helpful. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And always remember to keep believing in yourself.